Just in case you didn't know, we have a pretty serious Republican runoff coming up in a few days on May 28, 2024 between Tony Gonzalez, who's the incumbent, and Brandon Herrera, who is challenging him. Since you guys love football so much, we're going to start talking about these election candidates like it's a draft. Okay, first we're going to start with Brandon Herrera, who's the guy in the top picture. He's known as the AK guy on YouTube, and he is challenging the guy in the bottom picture, Tony Gonzalez, because he thinks that Tony Gonzalez is not fit for the position. Brandon Herrera is known for being a Second Amendment activist, and some things that he stands on is the fact that he is a strong constitutionalist. He believes in individual liberty and limiting federal power. Some information that I found out that I thought was really curious was the fact that there is an AIPAC-linked super PAC known as United Democracy Project Super PAC that has been launching ads against Brandon Herrera. I don't know why. Do you? Now, I'm sorry I don't have more information on Brandon Herrera, but because Tony Gonzalez is currently in Congress, we have a lot more information on him, so let's move over to Tony Gonzalez. Okay, so Tony Gonzalez served 20 years in the Navy. He's what's considered a moderate Republican. He's been a U.S. representative since 2021, and he also has 6 children and a Master's of Arts in International Relations and Conflict Resolution. He's also Roman Catholic, and his wife is the treasurer and custodian of records in his campaign. Tony Gonzalez was actually censored by the Republican Party because he voted against the Republicans several times recently. One was about the Border Safety and Security Act. He was the only Republican that opposed that. And he also voted in favor of same-sex marriage and in favor of firearm regulations. He's also been known to insult his fellow Republicans, including Matt Gaetz and Bob Good. Actually, he even referred to them as walking around with white hoods. He also voted in favor of foreign aid to Ukraine, Israel, and East Asia. He is pro-life, and he also voted in favor of Israel. Again, I don't have much information on Brandon Herrera, but Tony Gonzalez's campaign finances are out for the public to see, so let's take a look. So first we have his top contributors. Coming in first place, AIPAC. Now, hey, maybe it's just a big coincidence that AIPAC is donating to his campaign and he's voting in favor of Israel. Maybe not. I don't know, but I do think it's kind of weird that AIPAC is also linked to that nonprofit that is funding the ads that go against his competition. I don't know. Okay, so Tony Gonzalez also has a lot of donations coming in from PAC contributions, which I'm not a big fan of. And then whenever we look at the running for the 23rd district, we can see that Brandon Herrera has raised that amount of money, but we can't see any other information. Now, I'm sorry I don't have more information on Brandon Herrera, but I don't want him to be overlooked because I think he's been gaining a lot of traction since Tony Gonzalez appeared on CNN. Now, I can't tell you who to vote for, but I can tell you who I would vote for if I lived in that district, and it would be Brandon Herrera. And that is because of the deep connections that Tony Gonzalez appears to have with not only the Rhinos, the Democrats, but also AIPAC. If you made it this far, thanks for watching.